Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Fire Emblem Fates, and in this episode we are going to be doing some more support conversations, but before we do that, there's this building in Fort Corin that I've been meaning to show off for quite a while, so today we are going to do just that, and this is the Records Hall, where we can do a lot of things. First off, you can see the support logs for all of the characters across all your files, all in one place. Very, very nice, so I would open this up and show you what that's like, but if I did, there'd be some slight spoilers, so I won't be doing that here, but maybe in the future. There's also the theater where you can see, you know, just old movies and background. The way I say old movie, no, this previous movies that the game has shown us, and also some music. Then we got the library. I honestly don't know what this is. It also shows us every unit that we've encountered in the game, though, and there's also this ancient text, which I'm not really too sure on the purpose of, but hey, if you're into Fire Emblem lore, I guess that's pretty cool for you. But the main thing that you come here to do is to check out the compatibility of your units, and today I'm going to do just that. And there's the Hubba Tester and the, or is that Huba? I don't really know. Or the Sage Match. Let's do the Sage Match first, and so, ready to get started? I suppose, and pick two, and we'll see what they ask. Okay, well, I definitely want to do Corin. Who else, though? Why not? So, this is completely random and does not impact the game at all. It's just a funny way to see interaction between your characters, and oh, they fill time by making up tales of bravery, usually starting themselves. Okay, let's try that again. But here's the thing about this, it's just 100% random, and I'll try it again with the same characters to prove that. What? Okay, I swear it's random. Give me a sec. See, now we stinking oh. On the weekend, they bake their way into each other's It's pretty funny, actually, but yeah, it's just a way to see, like, interactions between your characters. I don't know, I think it's a cool concept. It's just there for people who like to ship but don't like to level up supports, I guess. But there's also the Hubba Tester, which, I got an interesting pairing we could try with this. So this is a bit different. It doesn't actually show a percentage, and oh, apparently Takumi and Azura are shopping buddies, but Azura, man, this perfectly describes my my relation. Not really, but yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those fun things to do to break up the monotony of constant war. But yeah, I just decided to show that off. But now on to the meat and potatoes of this video. Supports. You love them, I love them, everybody loves them. And today we're gonna check out some really cool ones. So first up, we got Zira and Sakura. I gotta say, I really like this relationship. The big sister and the very tiny sister who's scared of everything. And Azura just loves her scary stories. So let's hear another one. What do you got for us, Zira? And hello, Sakura. Are you here for another spooky tale? No, I'm still haunted by the last scary story you told me. Which one was that? The one about the monster in the Nohrian castle? Oh, that one was good. I remember now. I overheard that one from a few of the servants. Hanging in the castle was the portrait of a middle-aged man. That night, he'd sneak out of the painting and steal the maids right from their beds. No, stop! I don't want to hear it again! I'm not sure I told you the ending to that one. On a moonless night, a maid heard footsteps coming from a dark hallway. Everyone else was asleep. So where do you think those sounds were coming from? I don't know where. She was too scared to look, so she hurried off to bed. The maid couldn't sleep a wink. When morning came, she rubbed her sleepy eyes and headed to work, except everyone in the castle was acting odd and speaking in hushed whispers. Then, when they rounded up the maids, half of them had vanished. What? The maid asked around, where are the other girls? If they overslept, they're going to be in trouble. What did the servants tell her? They said, what maids? We've never heard of them before. Huh? The poor maid searched the entire castle, but she couldn't find a sign of them. The maid's room were completely empty. It's as if they'd never existed. Then she remembered the painting, and she knew it was him. He'd come for them. Ow, that actually hurt my voice. The maid, wondering why she'd been spared. Was he coming back for her? I asked you to stop. It's too scary. It's too scary. Thanks to you, I'm going to have nightmares for a month. Sakura, if you're scared, you can sleep in my room. It's just like old times. But I'm too old to be afraid of the dark. Are you sure about that? Stinking Azura, dude. Honestly, that's a side of her we've not ever seen before. She's just messing with her little sister. Almost kind of sadistic, but I don't know, man. I think that's a pretty funny one, and come to think of it, we haven't talked to Azura with Corrin in a while, huh? Let's do that right now, and Corrin, you're always outside, aren't you? I came out here to unwind, but it's so windy. Yes, I think a storm is coming. I haven't seen such a dark cloud since I left Nor. You must be thinking about how much you miss it. I see that wistful look on your face. It's hard to believe we lived in the same country. Our experiences are so different. I've listened to your stories, but it's hard to picture anything good happening there. I think many Hoshidans feel that way. That's why we must bridge the gap. We must work together to end this war. I agree with you completely. We can't call one place good and another bad. You and I are linked by fate. It's no coincidence that we're both here. If you and I work as a team, surely we can bring about peace. You know I'd do anything to make that happen. We're in this together, Azura. Dang. So I'm pumped, man. Although I'm a bit scared on that cloud thing. I kind of had a little bit of prelude going on, but yeah. Azura and Corrin is such an awesome duo. Like, honestly, I think Azura is as much of the main character as Corrin is. You may beg to differ, but really, that one is just such a cool one. Dang, Azura is so sick. But yes, Azura is the unique character in the fact that all of her support dialogue is different depending on which route you pick in the game, so keep that in mind. If you're playing as Nor, there may be some very slight inconsistencies there, but I'm not playing as Nor, so I don't give a dump! Speaking of Nor, Jacob, how's it going, bro? And yeah, it's the waters. I doubt I could ever tire of hearing you sing, milady. Jacob, you're just the person I wanted to see. I still feel terrible about the other day. I should have known better than to pry into someone's past. There's no need to apologize. I can assure you, I wasn't bothered in the slightest. In fact, I should be thanking you. You made me realize how grateful I am to my parents. Grateful? Just imagine, if I had not been abandoned, I would have not be serving Lord Corrin. I suppose that's a good point. When I first arrived at the castle, I was a terrible servant. The others hated me for it. My noble upbringing had not prepared me for a life of chores and errands. I was unable to complete a single task to their standards. I only got in the way. Really? That's hard to believe. No one is more competent than you now. That was not always so. Things got so bad that they were finally going to dismiss me. Just as I was about to turn out into the streets, someone called for me. Let me guess. Yes, it was Lord Corrin. He was looking for someone to chat with. I desperately wanted to stay and earn a place by his side. So I studied night and day to become a proper butler. And here we are. I was impressed with you before I ever heard your story, but now I'm inspired. Corrin is so lucky. I can't think of anyone more loyal than you. I am loyal to you as well, my lady. Thank you. That means a lot. Aww, sick of your codes. Man, I love Yako. I love Felicia and it. They really did write those characters in a fashion you just love them. Like, dang, man, just really being a butler. I mean, honestly, like, some people are just forced into the butler life or the, you know, servantry, but not Yako, man. He pretty much wanted it. Well, I mean, he kind of was and kind of wasn't at the same time, but you get what I'm trying to say here. It takes a certain person to be a special butler, but we're not done with Azura yet. Apparently, Sheila's talking to dudes. Actually, no, she talked to Sakura, so I can't say that. Takumi, what's up, bro? I guess I should grab a bite to eat and head home. Huh? Is that Azura over there with that kid? Please, child. I'm trying to reason with you. If you'll just answer my question.
I don't have to tell you anything. You're a stranger.
Azura, where'd you find the kid? Oh, hi, Takumi. I think he's lost, but he won't tell me where he lives. Hey, kid. Are you lost?
Leave me alone.
See? He won't talk to me either. I just want to make sure he gets home safely. Relax. Let me handle this. Do you think that's a good idea? What you doing here, buddy? Are you exploring?
Yeah, that's right. I'm exploring. How'd you know?
You look like the adventurous type. So what all have you seen today?
I passed a mountain and a field until I came to this little village. There was a cool shop that sold lots of weapons. Nice man gave me some rice.
Wow, that sounds pretty amazing. You must be exhausted.
Maybe. A little.
Well, I've got an idea. I need to get into a workout. Do you want to help me train? How about I give you a piggyback ride? You rest while I work out. What do you say, coach?
Alright.
Cool. Hop on. Thanks again for your help.
Woohoo! I'm so tall now!
This is great. I'm gonna run all the way to your house. Are you ready?
Yeah!
Let's see. We're gonna run by the shop in the field and the mountain. Now what?
There's a really big tree. It's right next to my house.
Got it. Let's go find that tree. Who would have guessed that Takumi would be so good with kids? Huh. It's funny how Zira said that. What am I alluding to? I don't know. But yeah. I just feel bad we haven't really been speaking with Zira in these support episodes, so I thought I'd knock it out now. But we're not done yet. Far from it. According to the Rainbow Sage, Rajat, we have like 84 rating. Me and Corn, that is. If I am Corn, I'm not Corn. I'm just saying, what's going on, girl? And Ahem. You know, Rajat, you're not as stealthy as you think you are. I can hear you laughing. Oh, I'm not laughing. I'm giggling. Because following you around makes me giddy. And because I have a secret. Why don't you just tell me what it is? You know you want to. No, this is much more fun. Fine. I'm not going to do anything for the rest of the day. You can just stand there and watch me do nothing, if you want. Fine. If you're gonna be that way, I guess I'll spill the magic beans. Great, let's hear it. Well, you've been wondering why I'm so obsessed with you. Because I saved your life, right? No, because you saved my life twice. How is that possible? We never met before Hayato led us to your village. Oh yes, we did. Do you remember when you came to visit my deep realm? There was a wild little girl who ran around tirelessly, curious about everything. That was you? It was. I know it doesn't sound like me at all, but my whole life changed that day. In all my youthful enthusiasm, I nearly ran myself off a cliff. But you were there to catch me. It took me until the other day to make the connection that it was you. Gods, I do remember that. But the little girl, I mean, you? You were so different, so outgoing. Yeah, well, that incident changed everything. I'm so sorry. Don't be. It was the happiest day of my life. It made me realize that life is precious, and I should be a little more selfish. Hayato hated it, but I started dabbling in the dark arts, teaching myself magic. Honestly, I owe you everything. Well, you're welcome, I guess. Is that all you have to say? I'm sorry, I'm just in shock. Might need a little time to process this. Okay, see ya. Wait, Rajat! Yeah? About that time. Spit it out, Corin. Sorry, it's nothing, let's talk later. Wow, that is the weirdest, singing thing ever. I'm just gonna completely ignore the whole time-space continuity thing with, Corin. The first time Corin met Rajat, she was a little girl. That's weird. Alright, anywho, we're not done yet. Let's see Midori and her dad. Why the heck not? I think we need a proper introduction for Midori still, and... Hello, father. Will you try this drink I made? Oh my. It has a fascinating color. What is this unique concoction? It's a medicine that helps increase your energy level. Actually, you taught me how to make it a while ago. That's right. I remember going over this with you ages ago. I don't remember it having this odd color, though. And it has a rather peculiar smell. I did some research to see if I could improve the formula. Interesting, that explains it. Well, aren't you gonna try it, Father? I made it especially for you! You did, huh? Of course, I'll try it. There's just one small thing. Was this your first time brewing it? If so, we really should test it, just to make sure it's safe. I understand. You don't want to drink... No, that's not it at all. If you don't want to drink it... I will! No, please, you can't! It's dangerous to drink something so suspicious. Give it here. The taste is different, but I do feel instantly energized. Thank you, Midori. That makes me so happy! But why did you say my medicine was suspicious? I said nothing of the kind. You must have imagined it. So I'm guessing, Midori isn't the most... Maybe she inherited her, accidents from Felicia. So maybe Kaze knew, oh gosh, this could be bad. Speaking of Felicia... Hey, how's it going in? Mother? Oh, good morning, Midori. Hey, what is that you got in your hand? Remember how your knee was bothering you the other day? Well, I made a special ointment. It should help out with the pain. It took me a couple of days to track down the right herbs, but I did it! Oh my, you did all that for me? Thank you so much, Midori. Why don't you take a seat and get comfortable? I'll apply it for you, okay? Shoo, pain, stop bothering Mother! Wow, the medicine of yours is so effective! Oh, my knee feels better already. Really? Yay! I mean, I'm glad that it helped. Did Father show you how to make this ointment? He sure did. I mentioned that you'd been in pain, and he gave me a few ideas. I still had to do a ton of research, though. I love that you're so studious. I bet that your father was more than happy to share his knowledge with you. I hope so. He's always pleased when I come to him with a new herb. Well, of course he is. You're such a sweet girl, Midori. Father and I are proud of you. Thank you. I love you, Mother. I love you too. I'm not sure if that's just a generic support conversation with, like, every mother of Midori or not. It kind of felt that way. It was kind of, I don't want to say shallow, but it kind of gave me that impression. Anyways, Korin's actually never met Midori. She fought inside in battle, but outside of that, not really too much. And what's wrong, Korin? Are you sick? I think so. Lately, I've been feeling very tired. I've been pushing myself so hard. Maybe the stress has finally caught up to me. That's horrible. You need to take some medicine right away! Thank you, Midori, but I think I'll be alright if I just rest a little. No, if you're sick, you have to treat it right away. The sooner the better. Like I always say, you gotta nip it in the bud. If you say so. Here, I've got some herbs to treat fatigue on me. I'll just whip up something for you. Oh, thanks. It's very kind of you. Now let's see. Just need to mix this up with this and a pinch of that. Now, I just gotta grind this up into powder and presto, it's ready. Thank you. Should I take this with water? Yep, here you go. Cheers. How do you feel? Huh, doesn't most medicine take a while to kick in? Yeah, but that's not this stuff. You should feel something right away. Really? I don't feel any different though. What? That's strange. Maybe I messed up the recipe. But never fear, Midori's still got a few more tricks up her sleeve. I'll mix up something else and bring it over to you later. Sound good? Oh no, that's okay. You needn't go to all that trouble just for me. I'll be fine, really. It's no trouble at all. Just leave everything to me. Doodles! Okay. Something tells me Korin did not appreciate that concoction. Maybe just like came down and was like, oh gosh, that was terrible. Anywho, you probably saw this coming a mile away, but yeah, Ryoma and Kagero are really good friends. Yeah, they're a little bit more of that. Let's S rank them, boys. Kagero, it seems like you've been working non-stop lately. something wrong? Oh, hello, Lord Ryoma. Don't worry, it's nothing you should concern yourself with.
You remember what I told you the other day? Not to overwork yourself.
Are you planning to ignore my advice? No, my lord. I would never do that. Then how come the other troops tell me that you're working yourself to death?
I appreciate how much you do for us, but I'm worried about you.
It's just... well, I'm not certain I can tell you.
If it is so serious that you can't even tell your liege, well, that just makes me worry more.
It is specifically because you are my liege that I hesitate. I have feelings that are inappropriate.
What do you mean?
In all the time I've served under you, all I have felt for you is respect. However, as we've worked together more, I've grown to appreciate your kindness. Lately, whenever I see you, I've felt this strange pull towards you. It's felt like more than a sense of duty. I spoke with a close friend of mine, and I felt her opinion could guide me.
And what did she have to say?
She said it was incredibly obvious. She said I was in love.
You fell in love with me? Your liege?
I know it's not right, that loving you is above my station. I know that there could be no way a romance between us could last. I was working so hard to try and suppress the pain I feel when I'm around you. That's why I've been constantly going out on missions.
I see. That makes everything much more clear, Kagero.
I know this complicates our relationship. If you want, I will leave on my own.
Why would I ever order you to leave?
Because this changes our dynamic, my lord. Why are you making that face?
I'm sorry that I didn't realize how extensive your feelings were, Kagero. However, I promise that you'll never feel that pain again. I know I can stop it. You see, Kagero, I love you as well.
Lord Ryoma, you mean that we've been hiding how we feel about each other?
Indeed. I never would have thought that you'd get the jump on me, though. Kagero, I feel so calm when I'm around you. I've never felt this way with anyone. I was afraid to tell you how I felt. Out of fear how you'd react if I'd realized how you were suffering.
Lord Ryoma, you had no way to know. I gave all my strength to hiding how I felt. But if what you say is true, does that mean you want to live our lives together?
It is. And that's exactly what I would like. I think that we'd be unstoppable together.
I'm so happy. Lord Ryoma, let's go forward, side by side.
Dang. I love that one a lot, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, most people would agree, just, you gotta tell someone how you feel about them. It might always work out, but for Kagero, it was kind of like, well, this is my lord, and I'm his retainer, it's kind of taboo, but man, Ryoma don't care, he's gonna be the king anyways, who gives a But yes, we've unlocked a new paralogue, and I am kind of wanting to do that next episode, because that paralogue in particular is really, really obnoxious if you do not knock it out ASAP. Just throwing that out there, but I'm not done yet. There's a lot more characters to talk to. Selkie, what's going on, girl? Have you killed your raging? Corin! Selkie, what's the matter? And what's that in your mouth?
It was a bird, of course. I was going to see if you wanted one. So, do you? It only takes a minute to catch another.
Thanks, but, no thanks.
Your loss. Bird meat's delicious because it's so fatty. I may need to catch another one for myself.
You must be a pretty good hunter if it's that easy for you to catch a bird.
Well, I don't mean to brag, but I once caught about 50 birds in one day. But I can't catch that many anymore.
Oh, why's that?
Well, my dad told me that if I keep on catching that many, they'll disappear. So, I usually only catch one or two if I'm hungry or if I want to sell one at the market.
That seems quite reasonable. And it sort of relates to what we were talking about the other day.
I don't remember. What were we talking about?
Remember the soldier you felled in battle? You were going in for the coup de grace and I stopped you.
The coup de what now?
You're going to kill him, Selkie, even though he no longer posed a threat. Sometimes it's important to show a little mercy. You never know. It could come back and benefit you later.
Or he could come back from his injury and stab me when I'm not looking. It's possible, but unlikely, given that both his arms were broken. Anyway, the point is, that soldier could have offered us information. And what if you found yourself in a similar situation? Disarmed, disabled, but still alive? Would you want a second chance? There's a certain balance to the world, I think. We do well not to disrupt it. Balance, Alright, got it. Thanks, Corin. I hope I got through. Something tells me kind of just went in through one fox ear and out the other, but what are you gonna do? Selkie just has to, I guess, learn things a little bit slower. She's still pretty new to this world, but, Oh wow, Oboro has a lot she can do. Let's do Oboro and Hinata. And, people saw our little spat over Lord Takumi. I'm so embarrassed. Who cares? Now they know how intense our loyalty is. I guess that's true. I did feel kind of proud, but that's not the point. We should be bragging about how loyal we are. It makes us look bad. Yeah. I knew you'd say that. It's not usually a problem for me, except when I'm around you. What do you mean? Well, I mean, that is, I recognize you as a capable retainer. If I didn't, I wouldn't get so competitive. Okay, yeah. That's about where I stand with you, too. I know Lord Takumi is always on your mind, so I feel like I have to up my game. Don't say that, it's embarrassing. Why not? You started it. You know where I really love, when the two of us are together with Lord Takumi. Yeah, we make a great team, huh? Totally. So, keep up the good work, and I'll do the same. Let me know if you need anything. Of course. Thanks, Oboro. Aw, that was pretty good. Dang, they're A. What the dump? That just came out of nowhere. I thought that was B. Holy crud, dang, we were pretty close to S. But, Oboro is pretty popular lady. Now we can actually talk to Silas, too, so let's do that. Hey, Silas, what's on your mind, Oboro? I wanted to ask you something. You know those bandits we cleared out a while ago? I've noticed they were Nohrian, and they were prying on Hoshidan families. What about it? Why did you save the Hoshidans? Were you trying to prove your loyalty, now that you're not with Nor anymore? No. I'd have done the same if the Hoshidan bandits attacked Nohrian peasants. So what's the deal? It's a knight's duty to protect the innocent. Now, some might say protecting innocence from an enemy nation is going too far, but in my book, that's the mark of a true knight. You know, you told me before that there were good people in Nor, and you know what? You were right. You're living proof of it. I'm glad I could help change your mind. I'll try harder to not make snap judgments about people like that. It's better to get to know people for who they are, not where they're from. Wisely said, Oboro. And that is all I'm trying to say about everything, really. As far as I'm concerned, like, I had the opportunity to live in a very culturally diverse environment, so that's something I learned at such a young age, and I'm so thankful for it, because if I didn't, I would not have nearly as many friends. But that's all I'm going to say about that for the time being, and god dang it, Oboro has probably the most character development in this game without a fraction of a doubt. But for being a side character too, just gotta throw that out there. But we're not done yet. The Sakura and Saizo wacky adventures continue. I don't know why this is even happening, but let's just keep it going. And Saizo? Lady Sakura. I'm sorry. What's there to apologize for? It might help if you could look me in the eye when you answered. Last time we talked, you disappeared into a cloud of smoke. I offended you in some way, didn't I? Was it the giggling? I bet it was the giggling. What? No. Then why? I despise sweets. I get nauseous just from the scent of them. What? You were making a move to open the box, so I instinctively fled. I'm deeply sorry for the misunderstanding. So that's what happened. I wouldn't have guessed it of such a brave soldier. I'm ashamed to react so strongly. It's not becoming of the High Prince's retainer. Oh, I think it's fine. even a little cute.
Cute?
Very cute. It's wonderful to see a more human side of you. And it was so sweet of you to buy me something you dislike so much. It's very generous.
I'm delighted that you're pleased, Lady Sakura.
Thank you very much, Saizo. I hope we can talk again soon.
If you wish it, Lady Sakura. What? That is the weirdest. Saizo is... He doesn't like the stench of what? The candies even have oh, I don't think it. Anyways, let's talk more with Sakura.
Yeah! Ha! Is that you over there, Sakura? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt your training. No, it's fine. What's the matter? I was just admiring your fighting style, Hinoka. You're always so cool.
Is that it?
If something's bothering you, you can tell me. I'm your big sis. I guess not all sisters are alike. Huh? You're this brave, incredible warrior, and I'm not. We're nothing alike. That's not true. There are some things we have in common, like... Oh, every morning we wake up with the same bedhead. We both like to run barefoot on the grass. What else? No, I don't mean like that. I mean, personality. You're brave and I'm not. You have plenty of strengths. I wish I was more like you. You could be proud of me. I didn't mean to blurt all of that out. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have interrupted. She left. Now what do I do? Dang, man. Why is Sakura so insecure? I mean, honestly, she's probably the best healer in the game, given her stats and all. And just throwing that out there. Shouldn't be so hard on yourself, girl. All I'm saying, but, gosh, have I really been ignoring Hinoka this whole game? Dude, I feel terrible about it. I mean, I've done a lot with Korn, but hardly anyone else. Well, let's see what these two siblings have to say to each other. Ow! Ow! How could I be so careless? Takumi, are you alright? Those enemies came out of nowhere. I'm fine. You don't look fine. That gash in your leg is pretty deep. Try not to move. I can't believe we got separated from the others. Stay here, I'll get help. No, don't. I'm fine. Go on ahead, I'll catch up. I'm not going to abandon you like that. What other choice do we have? If you come back for me, I'll only slow you down. We'll be a prime target. Just leave me. I'll find my way back. If you think I'd leave my little brother behind bleeding in the forest, you're crazy. Why do you always have to be so stubborn? Seriously, you're calling me stubborn? Look, we don't have time for this. Those guys will be back any minute. We'll split up. I'll find my way back on my own. You don't have to keep pretending like you care. What? How could you say that? Takumi, wait. You shouldn't move. You'll make it worse. I don't know what the dump's going on there. 1 second, Hinoka is talking to Sakura just in comfort, and then they're fighting. Alrighty, I'll take it. Kind of odd though, kind of odd. Not going to lie, but we're not done yet. It's been forever since we've talked to Mozu as Korin, so I want to do this and maybe one other, and you really opened my eyes, Mozu. I never knew you were such a good hunter. Aw, you're flattering me. Farm work and hunting's all I ever been good at. What sort of animals do you used to hunt? Well, a nice big boar was always welcome when you're bringing back to the village. They're good eating, and you can put most parts of it to use. They're pretty rowdy though, so they're not easy hunting. Around my village, you weren't a real hunter until you bagged yourself a boar. Did you ever get one? Surely did. On my first try, too. I forgot my bow though, so I had to finish it off with my knife. Just a knife? Yep, my fondest memory of hunting. Though, isn't boars. It's bears. Bears? You caught a bear on your own? Surely did. How did you manage that? Sharp claws, their immense size? Oh, those aren't the things you gotta worry about. It's their smarts. No, I'd be the most intimidated by their size. I think. They can dodge arrows and track you with their powerful noses. They're some real tough prey. This old man in our village was good at hunting them, though. He had some techniques that he passed down over generations. I really look up to him. I try to figure out his moves for myself. Man, that really takes me back. Mozu. Oh, there I go again. I gotta stop thinking about that stuff. I have a suggestion. You're good at farming and hunting, but why not try something new? Something new? Maybe I could teach you something I know a lot about as thanks for your help with hunting. You got in mind? That's for me to know and you to look forward to. Now you got me curious. Oh man, taking my... See, even in her support conversations, she's just like, yep, I'm pretty much good at everything. But we're gonna knock out one more support conversation with Mozu and Takumi. That's why the heck not. Well, I'm glad that's finished. Farming is finally done for the day. Done? You must be forgetting about the weeding. The what? Oh yeah, you gotta do the weeding. Then there's the raking and the watering. Watering? You mean we have to carry that enormous water jug again? You're not tired already, are you? No, of course I'm not tired. Who am I kidding? I give up. You're right. I'm not cut out for this. My legs hurt, my arms hurt, my back hurts. I'm completely covered in mud. I hate this. I tried to tell you. You royal folk ain't farming doing mix. Go on, I'll finish up. Are you serious? I don't know how you do this every day. Well, I've got a lot of practice. You get used to it, but now I love it. You're a poor little yourself in the land and hope to give something back. It doesn't always work, but you gotta keep trying.
What do you mean it doesn't always work out? You do all this and you can still fail?
Oh sure, nature's gotta do her part too. You can plant a whole field of crops, but if a big storm comes and wipes them all out, you gotta start over. So far, we've had some good weather. My fingers are crossed we get a nice harvest. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta get back to work.
Mozu, wait, is there something else I can help you with?
Well, sure. Why don't you try plowing the fields here? You don't have to dig deep. See, just turn over the topsoil to make a nice soft bed for those seeds. Like this? Yeah, like that. You know, you might make a good farmer after all. Thanks, Mozu. Go on. I'll take care of this part. Thanks, Lord Takumi. It's real nice to have some help.
Aw, dude, Mozu is so charming, man. It's just like, yep,
back in my hometown, I beat the crap out of bears.
That's not what happened in that one, but you get my drift. And I want to do more support, so this video is always going to be long enough. And I feel bad for not talking to Reina and Scarlet, but I'm never going to use these units because they're pre-promoted, and honestly, they're tough to use in battle. Anyways, that is all the time I have for today. I really, guys, just want to say thank you all so much for the support on this series. Just like all of a sudden, everyone's been like, do more supports, do some more. And I'm like, what the heck? I thought you guys hated these, but yes. Apparently you guys dig them, but yes, that is all the time I have for today. In the next episode, though, we are going to start Paralog 7. And oh boy, this one is really annoying and tough and hard. But we're going to do it anyways because we got to save another kid. So see you guys in the next episode. Bye.